On today's episode of Your Daily Pastas.
My ex-wife hid millions in lottery winnings during our divorce. So, I never thought I'd be writing one of these, but here I am. This whole thing feels like something out of a bad movie, but it actually happened, and I just need to vent. Hopefully, my story will serve as a cautionary tale, or at least give someone a good read. To set the scene, my wife, ex-wife now, and I were married for 8 years. Things seemed fine, normal even. We didn't have any huge blow-up fights or anything that would have led me to think a divorce was on the horizon. Then one day, completely out of the blue, she tells me she wants a divorce. I was blindsided. I asked her why, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer. She just said she wasn't happy anymore, that she wanted to find herself, whatever that means. She was distant, cold, and totally shut down any discussion about working things out. The whole thing felt rushed and weird, but I didn't want to make it messier than it already was, so I didn't fight too hard. I thought if she really wanted to go, I should let her. The divorce process went pretty smoothly. We split our assets, worked out some basic agreements, and didn't really argue over anything major. She was surprisingly very conciliatory. We didn't have kids, and we didn't have any significant debt, so everything went really quick. For a while after, I tried to move on. I buried myself in work, went out with friends, and even started dating again, though nothing serious. I didn't want to dwell on what went wrong, I just wanted to move forward. A couple of months after the divorce was finalized, I got a call from my lawyer. He said he needed to meet up to discuss something strange. My first thought was that maybe she wanted to reopen something in the divorce, but it turned out to be so much worse than that. So, my lawyer was going through some paperwork from our case, just doing routine reviews, when he found something odd, a receipt for a high-end jewelry store that had been filed with some of our financial documents. It was for a custom-made piece worth over $20,000, purchased about a week after she had filed for divorce. The thing is, I never saw any jewelry like that in our house, and I sure as hell didn't buy it. My lawyer started digging deeper, and he found more receipts. Luxury spa treatments, designer clothes, first-class flights. All of it started a few weeks after she filed for divorce. None of it added up to what I knew about our finances at the time. We weren't broke, but we weren't throwing money around like that either. Then the bombshell dropped. My lawyer got access to some bank statements that hadn't been disclosed during the divorce. Apparently, she had opened a new account just weeks before she asked for the divorce. And guess what showed up in that account? A deposit for $5.2 million from the state lottery. I felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. She had won the freaking lottery and never told me. She hid it from me during the entire divorce. I couldn't believe the lengths she had gone to keep it secret, setting up a separate account, spending money under the radar, and managing to keep a straight face through the whole divorce process like nothing was going on. Naturally, my lawyer was all over it. He told me that lottery winnings are considered marital assets if they're won during the marriage. The fact that she tried to hide it was a huge deal, and we had a solid case to go back to court. I'll never forget the day we went back to court. My ex-wife looked completely shocked when she heard what he had to say. We presented the receipts, the bank statements, everything. The judge wasn't amused by her little stunt, to say the least. She tried to argue that it was her money, that she had bought the ticket with her own money, and that I didn't deserve any of it because I didn't know about it. But the law is the law, and the fact that she intentionally hid it only made her look worse. In the end, the judge ruled that I was entitled to a significant portion of the winnings, more than I ever expected. Because of her deception and failure to disclose it during the divorce, the judge awarded me 70% of the lottery winnings. It's been a whirlwind ever since. I've been trying to wrap my head around the fact that I went from being blindsided by a divorce to now being financially secure for life. It's hard to believe it's real sometimes. And as much as it feels good to have come out on top, I can't shake the sadness of it all. I genuinely loved her. I would have been there through anything, but the fact that she could lie to me like that, it still stings. I'm not sure I'll ever really get over it. But at least now I have the means to start fresh. Maybe I'll travel for a while or start a business. Who knows? The world feels open again. Anyway, that's my story. If you take anything from this, let it be this. Always trust your gut. And if something seems too clean, too easy, maybe dig a little deeper. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to subscribe and click that notification bell for new uploads.